Hi, I am Abdelak Lukal from UTC and Renault Group. Today I will be presenting our paper called Driving Among Flatmobiles, Bird-Eye View Occupancy Grids from a Monocular Camera for Holistic Trajectory Planning. This work was done with Yves Grandvalet from UTC, Tom German from Monash University, and Yuli from Renault Group. Among the key features of our approach is a network that outputs bird-eye view occupancy grid maps from a monocular camera. These grids are then leveraged as an intermediate representation in an end-to-end interpretable motion planning network. The first challenge is, how can we map camera-based features to the bird-eye view space? To ensure a coherence between the receptive field of the output and the input of our network, a geometric transform is necessary. Our choice? The homography. However, the homography cannot handle non-flat objects in the scene. Let's take the example of a full vehicle segmentation mask. If we were to apply homography warping to this mask, it would result in a stretching effect caused by above-the-ground labeled pixels. Our solution is simple: footprint segmentation. By segmenting only the footprint of non-flat objects, we respect the flatward assumption implied by the homography, hence ensuring a satisfying warping. Next, we see the overall architecture of our end-to-end two-stage motion planning network. The first stage of our network takes as input a sequence of RGB images and outputs the corresponding sequence of bird-eye view semantic masks. These masks are then fed as input to the second stage of our network that does motion planning. The first stage of our approach is an encoder-decoder semantic segmentation network. It has two decoders that predict separately binary semantic masks for the vehicles and the road layout in the camera view. A separate network takes as input the sequence of RGB images and outputs the corresponding sequence of homographies that map the camera view to the bird-eye view. These homographies, along with the homography warping layer, are leveraged to warp the camera view masks to the bird-eye view space. The bird-eye view masks from stage 1 are concatenated and flattened to obtain vectors. These vectors are then fed to a LSTM encoder along with the path trajectory of the ego vehicle. Finally, the LSTM decoder digests the encoder's final state along with the destination point and recursively outputs the future positions of the ego vehicle. Here we can see the occupancy grid estimation results. We observe that our network is much more precise in close range. This is because our network operates in camera view where closer objects appear bigger, hence having more impact on the learning loss. For the same reason, our far range performance is behind the baselines, because a few misclassified pixels in camera view will occupy a larger zone in the bird-eye view after warping. Here we see the motion planning results. We observe that our network achieves superior performance when compared to direct perception end-to-end network and is on par with the mid-to-mid network. Our ablation study also reveals the importance of BEV mapping when comparing with the network that has only camera view intermediate representation, and also shows that without the path trajectory information, our network surpasses the regular end-to-end even more. Having a good performance on offline metrics does not necessarily mean good driving. To really evaluate our driving capabilities, we do an evaluation on closed loop on Carla simulator. We observe that our network achieves a much better performance than the end-to-end network in closed loop and is on par with the mid-to-mid network on trained on weathers. We also observe that our network stops before the pedestrians, even if it was not trained to detect them. When having a look at the occupancy grid maps intermediate representation, we see that these pedestrians are mistaken for vehicles. This is because the vehicles class contains bicyclists that look very much to the pedestrians in the simulation. This shows the importance of having an intermediate representation to understand the driving decisions. Thank you for listening. If you have further questions, please contact us and have a look at the full paper.